Greetings YouTube, Elements Tactical here. Hope you guys are all doing good. For those of you who are interested in my personal challenges, there'll be a little after the video that'll update you on something. No big deal, but it'll bring you guys up to speed on something. I want to make a video today about the most recent terrorist attack, because the idea is I want to keep all you guys safe and my own family safe and myself safe. And it would be remiss if we didn't at least go over these things when they happen. So the new weapon, of course, is going to be vehicles and knives. So I assume the liberals want to take away all the cars and all the knives, and eventually we'll be down to beating each other to death with bones from woolly mammoths. Actually, the main idea of this video is to talk about, and I have made many videos on this subject, but this is a refresher. I want to go over a little bit about situational awareness as it relates to this type of thing. Ironically, or not that ironically, but the last time I was in the United Kingdom was for their July attacks, their July 7th attacks on the bus attacks in the subway. And during my time there assisting with that investigation, I had one day off, and I went around and took a bunch of selfies. And one of them has me standing on the Westminster Bridge, exactly where this guy jumped up on the sidewalk and started mowing people down with his vehicle. So, there's no deep-seated meaning in that. It's just interesting. What could these people have done? These 40 plus people that got hit. I think one of them that died was an American. One lady got knocked over the railing into the Thames River. What could they have done? In many cases, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, let's just be honest. But one of the things you can do is be very, very vigilant without being paranoid about your surroundings. I mean, just listen to the air around yourself all the time. Ooh! I just heard a North American barking spider. A lot of people wouldn't even notice that, and even with my tinnitus, I heard that. They're always right behind me at about waist level for some reason. When you're in a crowded situation, I mean, for the most part, the people on the Westminster Bridge are usually tourists, because you can walk out there and then, turn around, and in one direction you can get a picture of the London Eye, the big Ferris wheel, and the other you see Big Ben. So the only thing that you can do when you're in a situation like that, in my opinion, and I'm always looking for other opinions from you guys, is trust your instincts and listen to things. That car apparently was going about 40 plus miles an hour on the sidewalk. Somebody had to have heard the acceleration. The heck? Hang on a second. Oh God, my knee. Oh. Thought I found an arrowhead. It's just a fragment. See, I make videos while I'm looking for arrowheads. It's totally insane. I can't stop doing it. But the sound of the vehicle accelerating to the trained and observant ear is something to pay attention to. That should have caught. And I thought about it. What could you do instantaneously? You hear the acceleration, you turn around, car's up on the sidewalk, you got nowhere to go. At the very least, you jump over the bridge into the river. You don't even have to do that, though. You can jump over the railing and hang, off on one side until the car goes by, and then pull yourself back up and over if you have the upper body strength. And if you don't, you get wet. But if you don't have this stuff planned out, that you're willing to take extreme measures to save your life, like jumping over a railing and into the river, you're just going to be meeting the bumper. We are going to see an increase in these vehicle attacks. They see them in Europe. They happen in Israel. They're going to start happening here. Because, cars are cool. Everybody's got one. And these dudes sit around watching these jihadi videos all day, and they're telling them, get in your car and mow down the unbelievers. That would be you and I. So you got to pay attention to this shit. The acceleration of a vehicle, the screeching of tires, the sound a vehicle makes when it hits the sidewalk. Cars that jump curbs, they make a certain sound. A lot of times they bottom out. The oil pan will hit the pavement. Get in the habit of not being afraid to insult somebody by spinning around and looking. But if you don't have a plan on how to react once you see the danger, you're just going to be like a deer in the headlights waiting for impact. You don't want to be that guy or girl. So what about you guys? Anything else you can think of? Should also be carrying your weapon. Maybe you could save a life. I still, I find it so hard to believe that in Europe or in England you got these unarmed cops, and one of them paid for that with his life. He's the first officer that the suspect met, and what a way to go, man. You would not want to be sliced to death. But anyways, you guys got any other opinions, any other ideas? And stand by for my after the video if you give a shit about me, and if you don't, hey, piss on you. Love you, babe. LMS Tactical, I'm out. Welcome to the After the Show show. Some of you I expected, but let me see. There's a couple of you I don't recognize. Well, for you uninitiated, this is where the real party is. You see, the preliminary videos are just bullshit. It's here that we connect on a spiritual level. Like, get on your knees. No, I'm just teasing. Okay, so speaking of knees, here's what's going on. So, as you can see, I'm walking pretty fine. About 3 months ago, my leg just poof, gave out, my left leg. Caught myself. A couple days later, I was in this park. Bam! Leg goes out, I'm face down in the mud. Then the pain set in. So if I bend it a certain way, like if I drop, long story short, my left leg's fucked up. I'm no stranger to hospital food. I've had 32 surgeries on various parts of my body, and a whole bunch of those have been on my left knee. The original injury was, I think I made a video about this, when I was a brand new cop. I was fighting some 6'20" fucking gigantic martial arts dude on the beach of Venice, in Venice, California. And guy almost killed me. Stabbed me in the face, tried to take my gun, had it halfway out of my holster. In that fight, I tore the left lateral meniscus on my left knee. And I had, multiple surgeries on that thing throughout the years, cleanups, the original repair, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I got an MRI the other day, just got back from the doctor just now. Bottom line, clearly it's retorn on both ends. Eventually I'm going to have a whole knee replacement, but on April 4th, I'm going under the blade for my 33rd. It's a wonder I have any fucking memory at all. This anesthesia is not good. I want to ask the guy if he can keep me awake for this one. It's really not good on the brain to be going under the blade that many times. But I got to get it fixed because it's out of control. I mean, the agony is unbelievable. Now, when I'm standing up straight, I'm fine. But if I lift my leg, ow, help. See how bad it was? Or if I bend it like when I'm sitting down, oh, stop it, please help. See? It's just terrible. Charlie, stop sniffing weird shit. So anyways, that's going to put me out for a while. What he said was, one of two things is going to happen. Assuming I survive. If everything goes smooth, it'll be a typical repair. I'll be walking, the next day, and be better in 2 weeks. If it's really fucked up, here comes the car. I got to talk, shoot, and film at the same time. Hey, my daddy. Hey. So, if it goes bad and things they can't get a clear image because of all the screws and plates in my knee. So, they may get in there and have to drill through the kneecap. I just threw in a kneecap. They may have to drill through the bone, which will, according to the doctor, make it about a 6-week on crutches recovery. And that's a nightmare because, as you know, I got a bug out location I'm trying to fix, and I've been waiting for spring. And now look, now I'm going to be crippled again. Oh well. That's the situation. Just thought I'd update you because you're all friends and family. Love you, babe. Gotta go. I know I'm boring the shit out of you. I'm out.